Should you be asleep? I know I should. Here's a list of videos that'll help you get there. What are my credentials, you may ask? None. I am a sleep, what you would call enthusiast. AKA I enjoy it. So, no credentials. I do, however, watch a lot of YouTube. Probably more than I should. Definitely more than I should. Over the numerous years of which I've spent way too much time watching YouTube, I found some gems. Some that you might say flew under the radar. Some that you might say that everyone knows about, which is what we're going to talk about today. Everyone get your warm milk, get your jammies on. I know I got mine. And let's get into it. There's something specific about a great video that not only is good, but just knocks your ass out. Really just helps you go to sleep right away. And it's a thin line. There is balance that you need to find there. And it's unique from person to person. But we're going to talk about what helps me. Starting off very strong is one of the categories to just lump some things into. Any type of craftsmanship, any type of artisanry. I think that's the right word. We're talking leatherworking. We're talking suit making, tailoring, any type of bespoke measurements. It's something about the way that something about the fabric, something about the cutting, something about the way that you can just tell that there are numerous years of experience, no wasted movements. Look at the specific scissor cuts and the measurements and no wasted fabric. It's amazing. I'm going to say it's amazing probably so many times this video. I found that Kirby Allison makes some great videos on bespoke measurements and tailoring and such. This one I especially like just because something about you can tell the experience, the years. I'm going to say the years so many times as well. Something about, this is when it gets into an interesting territory. Something about the whispering to themselves about what exactly they're doing. It's you can see the gears turning in real time. I like it. Very similar to those are the barbershop videos. I know you've seen those. Or the shoe shine videos. You got Angelo Shoe Shine. I don't know what it is about how that dude rubs shoes and cleans them and sprays that spray bottle 27 times before actually doing anything. It's great. Knocks my ass out. I don't know what it is. I don't know what type of formula it is. It's great. Yeah, leatherworking, fantastic. I saw this video here about crafting a leather bag. I've seen some more about, making wallets. Very simple things, but it's so cool. And then we go into the territory of metalworking. One of my favorite YouTube channels is Inheritance Machining. Forgive me if I'm misremembering, but I believe the story goes that this guy, forgive me, I don't remember his name, his grandfather left him a lot of machining tools and knowledge to do the things that he currently does. And it's fantastic. The first video that I ever found of him was this pen video. It was so cool, the way that he was making the pen, the way that he was talking about it. And it's just a pen, something that people use every day. But the thought and the care and the design that went into it, it's very interesting. And now you can go back and forth with whether or not you want someone actually talking. One video that I've seen so many times to help me fall asleep was this specific wood carving video of this person making a fish. I don't know what it is about this specific video, but I've seen it so many times. It's great. Ooh, yeah, we're talking about the cigar rollers. I don't know. This is probably so niche, but the cigar rollers, I don't know what it is. It's the calloused hands. It's again, no wasted movements. It is they know exactly what to do from the years of experience that they probably have. And something about it is so fascinating. And it's so simple. They're just taking some tobacco leaves, crushing them up, taking the stems out, folding them together, rolling them up. It's great. I'm trying to find the right words to think of, but basically it's a lot of no wasted movements. It's a lot of, you can tell the knowledge and the history and the years that it took them to get this good at what they do. And it's just completely available for people to watch for free. That's amazing. Also with craftsmanship, I'm sure you've seen these as well, but the restoration videos, you could see the most rusted, old, weathered, eroded piece of anything. They restore anything. It's usually swords, or, you know, we've all seen the machete video, but then it goes to other videos where it's like an old mixing machine, or an old mixer that bakers would use and chefs would use. What's another one? It's, you know, woodworking tools and, you know, saws. One time I saw someone restore a car, a completely beat up, nothing was working. The entire car body was all rusted over. That one's good. That one's really good. Next off, from craftsmanship and artisanry, we're going to talk about the food workers, the food truck owners, the food stand owners, the random videos of people who live in the mountains. The baker living in the mountains video, I've seen that more than any of the other videos that I'm talking about here. It's so good. I don't know what it is. It's the rustic. It's the rustic. I don't want to say vibe, but it's the way that everything looks. It's the feel. It's the old but well taken care of. Everything is, you can tell that it was made well. And the way that he does everything, there's no question, there's no hesitation. He knows exactly what he's doing because this is something he does every day. And we're just taking a glimpse at it through the window that is YouTube. That one's more in the category of no one's really talking, you're just seeing what they do. If you want something more informative, one of my favorite YouTube channels for this sort of category is Paolo from Tokyo. It does a fantastic job at really going into the backstage, really interviewing the right people, asking the right questions, seeing exactly what they do for the day-to-day, asking them how they got there, asking them what they needed to do, what type of training they had, what they needed to learn, what they need to know, and how much they need to work in order to keep what they have going. He does a lot of videos on specific store owners and restaurant owners, but he also does different jobs, different occupations. He's gone from a takoyaki chef to a fisherman to a cattle rancher to a video game designer to, you know, software engineers. It's fantastic. Okay, this one I'm sure most people are familiar with is the survival and bushcraft type of videos. Basically, people living out in either the wilderness or just somewhere super remote, and they do things very old-fashioned, or it's something completely on the outside in the wilderness. Like one of my favorite YouTube channels, if not my favorite, is Primitive Technology. This is the channel that I have used to fall asleep to so many times. It's the noises of the whatever he's crafting, whatever bricklaying, firing in the kiln made out of dirt that he does, the birds chirping, water flowing. This has everything you need to have. If you have a caveman brain like me, just completely knocks you out. It's so good. It's a good one. From there, you go to this specific channel I found. I don't know if there's too many like it, but it is what seems like a cowboy in the modern day building a home from scratch and just living out on what seems like a frontier style plain area. I have no idea where this is. I don't know how legit it is. I mean, you have to take it with a grain of salt. Oh, and the reason I said specifically Primitive Technology and not all the other channels that you've probably seen is I don't know 100%, but he is the most legit. For the ones where it's just two dudes slapping sticks on the ground, digging holes, and then 2 seconds later you have a huge moat with fish. Come on. They got some heavy machinery in there. Something about the lack of transparency I just don't like. And then you have these videos where it's typically in an Asian country. The title is either super long in English or it's in a different language that I will not assume what it is because I have no idea, no knowledge, and I don't want to just say something. Or you have, the super long ones. Smoking authentic cured duck in the wild. It can preserve for a year. Frankly, I'd like to know more. How are they curing the duck? How can it be preserved for a year? I want to know. And now I can. Okay, next is where we get a little bit nerdy. Some of you were waiting for this part, but lore videos. Lore videos are so good. And they get me to sleep so fast. There's a few different ones, but typically you want a fandom or a community of stories or one particular story that you have no idea about, but it seems interesting, and there's just a vast assortment of things to learn about this specific story or this, category of stories, this grouping of stories. And what I mean by that is you have your classics, your Lovecraftian horror, you have your SCP universe. Once a year, I'd say once every other quarter, I go through a deep SCP deep dive because there are thousands upon thousands of stories with deep lore about different creatures and oddities and just the most interesting things you've ever heard, the most interesting monsters and creatures that you've ever seen. Typically for SCP, I watch the Exploring series. That one's a great one. They also have some other D&D content and Lovecraftian horror, as I said before. For Warhammer, I specifically like this long video called Lore to Sleep To Warhammer. That one's by The Sleepy Hollow. That one's a great one. Another one with a vast assortment of different things to know is D&D. I love D&D. Haven't played it too much myself. I've played a little Baldur's Gate 3, but haven't we all? I personally like the channel D&D Legends and Lore. That's a good one. I just watched their videos about giants. Excellent. You knew it was coming. You know I was going to talk about FNAF.
Okay, so the first night is never usually that bad in any of the games, so I'll play through.
If there is one specific type of lore out there, it is Five Nights at Freddy's. I cannot get enough. And you have two odds of the spectrum, right? You have entirety of the FNAF lore in 10 minutes, or you have 8 hour, 9 hour, at least 1 hour video of the entire FNAF timeline. Part 1. Part 2 is another 18 hours. And I can't get enough. Will I ever finish a video? We'll see. Maybe. It's so good. I recently found this channel that's been going through every single version of each character, aka every single Freddy, so every single type of bear. I'm currently watching every single Bonnie. So it talks about Bonnie, it talks about, Withered Bonnie, talks about Springtrap, talks about all the iterations of Springtrap. I'm not going to go too much into that. I can go on about FNAF for so long. One that's particularly caught my eye is the 1 hour long entire FNAF timeline by the account name is FNAF, F-U-H-N-U. No, F-U-H. I'm going to spell it here. It's pronounced FNAF. And lastly, we're going to talk about obscure games, challenge runs, complicated games that I will either never play or never play that well. Prime example, I just started watching Echo Ridge gameplay play through the newest DLC of Oxygen Not Included. I have Oxygen Not Included on my computer, and I've played a few hours. Less than 10 probably, but it's just, that game is for true engineers. I have a minor in computer science, but that I'm not built for that. It's got piping and electrical, different things you have to worry about, and heat and different, the what the air is composed of, the heat of the air, you know, evaporating the liquids to get to gases, to make sure that you have the right combination of certain gases for the synergy of the organisms and the machines in your colony. It's crazy. It's so complicated, but it's so fascinating. And when you find someone that is just so into it and they know every aspect of the game, me personally, I gotta watch that because I'm never gonna get there, and I would love to know how. I would love to see what can be done when your brain is bigger than mine, frankly. Another great one is the 100 videos, either 100% of this game or 100 days of this game. Bit ago, I watched this channel called Floydson. He did a 300 days of Factorio, another complicated game that I will never play, or never play completely right. One channel that I like is Scooty for 100% videos. I just watched a video of his where he was 100%ing Breakout of Prison Simulator or something like that, where you Shawshank Redemption dig your way out of prison. It's cool. Yeah, it's a lot of obscure games. 100 days of some random game I'm never gonna play. I'm in. 100% a game that I'm never gonna play. I'm in. 100% a game that I've never even heard of. I'm in. We're good. You don't have to tell me anymore. I'm gonna watch the video. So I told you about all the videos that you should watch, but here's a few just general rules, in my opinion, that if you watch them, you might accidentally make yourself a little more stimulated, make yourself not want to sleep a little more. Anything that's too loud, that, like I said, it's a thin line you can easily cross. When a video is too engaging, when things are too, you almost want to find something that's not too entertaining. And something can be entertaining, but not stimulating. As I said before, these videos are very high quality. These videos are a great watch, but they're also not in your face about it. Most of them are just, like I said earlier, a window into the world of these people's lives. Like I said, you know, food is a great one to watch, you know, making food, but in my experience, the mukbang videos have the chewing is a little too off-putting for me. I don't know. I can't speak for everyone, but not my thing. And especially not for when I want to sleep. So yeah, that was my list of videos I typically go to when I want to sleep and I really can't. If you've got any better ones, please put them down below. I'm always trying to find more. And yeah, if you used this video to fall asleep to, extra shout out to you. I'm new to this whole video making thing, so we'll see where it goes. But so far I'm enjoying it. But yeah, thank you all for watching, and consider subscribing if you want to see more.